Good day. My name is Anna Kusimile and my group and I will be presenting on the various stages of research writing. Beside me, I have my colleagues who will be taking us through the research topic. Next to me, I have Alex Hosalamang, I have Kerim Disane, I have Masaho Bulayani, I have Ulifile Lesolo, and lastly next to her, I have Tengwa Makandaya. Like I introduced myself, my name is Anna Kusimile and I'll be talking about the various stages of research writing. This topic is important because research helps us to gain new knowledge and develop ideas in a structured way. In our presentation, we will take you through the main stages of research writing, from choosing a topic, introduction, research problem, objective, hypothesis, literature review, research design, discussion, conclusion, and recommendations. By the end, you'll have a better understanding of how each stage contributes to producing a strong and credible piece of research. Before we delve much into what the various stages of research writing are, I would like to define what a research is. According to Western Sydney University, research is a systematic and original investigation undertaken to gain new knowledge, understanding, or insight. In short terms, research is a planned and structured process of exploring questions or problems to create new knowledge or improve existing understanding.
Just as my colleague Anna has already introduced the topic, I, Masaho Bulayani, will be taking you through the importance of choosing a topic, various stages of choosing a topic, and importance of research writing. The topic summarizes the main idea of the study. It uses few words, should clearly describe what the research is about, and act as a gateway to your research. The topic is your research title. It should be brief but clearly describes what the study is about. It gives the reader a quick understanding of the research focus. Moving on to the introduction. The introduction in research writing helps the reader understand what the study is about and why it's important. It gives background information, explains the purpose, and shows what the researcher aims to achieve. For example, if your topic is about how social media affects student performances, the introduction should explain why this topic matters, what previous studies have found, and what your study will focus on. This helps guide the researcher through the rest of the paper writing.
Taking over from my fellow colleague Masero, I will continue by introducing to you the research problem. A research problem is a specific issue or gap in knowledge that a study aims to address. It gives purpose and direction to the research. I will walk you over through the types of research problems, and these include action which focuses on solving a specific problem. Secondly, applied research which aims to find practical solutions. Thirdly, casual research which explores cause and effect relationships. Then there's developmental research which study changes or growth over time. Next we have exploratory which investigates a new or unclear area. Next we have predictive which forecasts future outcomes, and last we have theoretical which develops or tests existing theories.
Good day. As my colleague has already stated, my name is Ulifile Lesolo, and I'll be taking you through the definition of research objectives and its importance. Research objectives are clear action-oriented statements that guide how a research question will be answered. They also help maintain focus, define the scope, and manage time and resources efficiently. Objectives also help shape the structure of the research by identifying the key variables and how they are measured.
Good day. Standing before you is Tengwa Makandaya. So I will take you through hypothesis and literature review. So hypothesis is a tentative statement which predicts the relationship between two or more variables in a research study. Hypothesis, it narrows the research scope, it avoids irrelevant data and ensures the study to remain specific. Hypothesis, it also helps the researcher to design and evaluate their studies effectively. Moving on to literature review. Literature review is the discussing of the current published information on a particular topic. It also avoids the duplication of existing studies Literature review, it also defines the gap. It also defines the gap of the studies that haven't been studied before. We also have the types of reviews. We have the traditional and narrative review, the argumentative, chronological, and by trend, etc.
Just as my colleague has already mentioned, I am Kiri Mudisani and I'll be taking you through a research design and a discussion, what they are all about and their importance. A research design serves as a crucial roadmap for researchers, outlining the plan and framework for conducting a study. It details how to collect and analyze data, ensuring that the research stays focused and achieves its objectives. By having a well-structured research design, researchers can ensure accurate and reliable results, streamline their process, and effectively test hypotheses or answer research questions. The foundational step is essential for the success and validity of any research endeavor. Moving on to the discussion part, let me take you through the discussion, what it's all about and its importance in research. So in research, the discussion section explains what the results mean and how they answer the research question. It interprets the findings, relates them to the existing knowledge, and highlights the implications of the study. Moving on to the importance of the discussion. The discussion section is important because it helps readers understand the significance of the research and its contributions to the field. It shows how the study's findings fit into the bigger picture and what they might mean for future research or practical applications. By interpreting the results, the discussion section makes the research more meaningful and useful.
Good day. As my fellow colleague has mentioned, my name is Alex Osama and I shall be taking you through the importance of conclusion and recommendation in research writing. Conclusion. Conclusion explains why your research matters. It is more than just a summary, as it ties everything together. Conclusion highlights your key findings and shows how they relate to your research problem. Keep it brief, about 2 or 3 strong paragraphs are enough. Moving on, we have recommendations. Recommendations suggest solutions based on your research results. One must focus on what can be improved or explored in the future. When writing recommendations, one must use the SMART approach. This is be specific, be clear about the issues or actions, be measurable. This is to define how success can be tracked, be attainable, keep suggestions realistic. Recommendations can also be relevant as link to your study's goals. Lastly, timely. Suggest short or long-term actions.
And that brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you.